Welcome to the Luxury Perspective. I'm Audrey Giner, recording from Dubai. I want to start today with something personal, an observation I made when I was building a premium beverage brand years ago, because I think it points to something structural that is happening across every premium category right now. And it is something most brands are not responding to clearly enough. Products are becoming commodities, not cheap commodities, not low-quality commodities, but commodities in the strategic sense. Easier to replicate, easier to match, easier to make visible. And that changes everything about where brand value actually lives. Let's get into it. When I was building a premium beverage brand, we spent months on the formulation, the sourcing, getting the right supplier relationships, the packaging, the weight of the bottle, the texture of the label, the way the liquid looked in the glass. Every detail mattered, because in a premium category, the product has to be exceptional before anything else can work. And that's still true. The product still has to be exceptional. But here is what has changed. Building an exceptional product is no longer the hard part. Technology has compressed the distance between an idea and a finished premium product to a degree that was unimaginable 10 years ago. A founder today can source a world-class formulation, manufacture at quality, build a brand identity, and reach a global audience in a fraction of the time and capital it once required. Which means the product itself is no longer the differentiator. The aesthetic can be replicated. The formulation can be matched. The distribution can be built. The visibility can be bought. What cannot be bought? What technology actually makes more valuable as it scales is the human experience around the product. I want to talk about something I have observed across every premium category I have worked in or studied closely. The brands that are losing ground are not losing because their product got worse. They are losing because the experience around the product stopped being exceptional. And here is what I mean by experience. I do not mean the packaging. I do not mean the store design. I mean the feeling. The client does not just evaluate the product. They evaluate the world the product invites them into. And they do this before they consciously think about it. The atmosphere arrives first. The coherence, or the absence of it, registers in the first interaction. The quality of the first human contact sets the emotional frame for everything that follows. I have watched brands lose clients not because the product failed, but because one touch point broke the feeling. A generic follow-up after a personal conversation. A team member who knew the product but not the person. A beautiful space where nobody made eye contact. Small things, operationally invisible, emotionally decisive. When that feeling is absent, the product becomes interchangeable. And when the product is interchangeable, the client goes wherever the experience is better. The brands I see winning in Dubai, globally, across categories, are not building products with marketing around them. They are building worlds. A world is not a loyalty program. It is not a community strategy. It is a coherent system of experiences, relationships, rituals, and touch points that creates a feeling. The feeling of being somewhere, not just owning something. Think about the hospitality brands that command the deepest loyalty. It is never just the room. It is a feeling of being known from the moment you arrive. The coherence between the physical space, the service, the follow-up, the private event, the personal relationship with the team. every touch point belongs to the same place. That is relationship architecture. And it is moving from hospitality into every premium category. The beverage brands that host private tastings where the founder is present. The fashion house where the advisor remembers the conversation from 6 months ago. The wellness brand where the follow-up after a first visit feels like it came from a person, not a system. These are not marketing tactics. They are the product. If you are building a premium brand right now, I want to offer a reframe. Stop asking, how do I make my product better? Start asking, what world am I building around my product? What does it feel like to be a client of mine? Not just to own what I make. What is the emotional architecture of every touch point? From the first contact to the most recent interaction. The brands that will define the next decade of premium are the ones that have answered these questions with the same rigor they applied to the product itself. The sourcing, the manufacturing, the packaging, those are the foundation. But the world built on top of that foundation is what makes the brand irreplaceable. So here is where I land on this. The product is not going away. It is still the entry point. It is still the reason someone first engages with the brand. But the product is no longer the reason they stay. They stay because of the world, because of the relationship architecture, because of the feeling of being somewhere that was designed for them, where every interaction feels coherent, intentional, human. The founders who understand this, who are building worlds, not just products, are building something that a competitor with a better formulation cannot simply copy. As technology scales, human experience becomes more valuable. That is not a trend. It is a structural shift. And it is the most important thing happening in premium right now. If this episode gave you something to think about, share it with someone building a premium brand. Subscribe wherever you listen. The Luxury Perspective goes out every Friday. I'll see you next week.